I'm going to talk about something called the subglobal system. For about the last 50 years or so, our military has been involved in building a series of underground bases, tunnels, cities, roadways, everything that you need to sustain life under the ground. It's nationwide. It is extremely high tech. It has entrances in every state of the union. The most entrances are in the state of Florida, as I understand it. I've got some maps here that show diagrams of different parts of the country that these tunnels are connected to. They have roadways. People can drive literally thousands of miles underground on these roadways, and they run parallel to what's called a magnetic levitation subway system. It's a subway system where the cars are actually levitated above the rails by magnetism. They're so expensive to build that.
And we just got these things, not even the United States, but I think like, who has it? China? I think China has it now.
No city in the world uses them on the surface, except for part of downtown Tokyo.
Oh, Tokyo. Japan.
But underground, it's all of that. They say that they're capable of speeds up to Mach 1. That's not true. They can achieve Mach 2.8. That means that you can basically start watching Star Wars in Los Angeles. By the time it's over, you can be in Washington, D.C. if you ride one of these subways. They are used to transport passengers. Roadways are used to transport material. That's a map of the underground facilities at Dulce Base.
Look at this. Does that look 2 miles deep to you? That looks like more than 2 miles to me. I wish I could see the legend down here.
Or Mount Weather, excuse me. Another deep underground military base. Within the military, these are known as the subglobal system. They use boring machines, which I'll show you here in a second. That's beneath the Capitol. These are nuclear-powered boring machines. They'll go right through solid rock. What they do is they melt the rock in front of them. They literally melt it, and they channel the liquid.
And look at all the electricity that they have down there. I mean, I know this is AI, but there's been some videos that have been released, and you know, they released AI so that everyone would scream, oh, that's AI, but I swear some of these are not AI. This is AI. I know it's AI, but I've seen some videos where it's like, is it AI?
The liquid stone out to the side, and they pass through it, and it forms a large circular tunnel, which has the surface, as the rock cools, it's like basalt. It's smooth, like glass surface to these tunnels. And sometimes they'll come back and they'll do another one right beside it, make it as big as they want to. But they have quite a few of these different machines that they use. There's one coming out through a wall right there. They can go down. The average depth of these bases in cities is said to be between 7 and 9.
I always say that Hollywood, like, they have to tell us, they disclose, okay, so when you're doing evil stuff, for whatever reason, they have to disclose what they're doing, and they love to disclose through Hollywood. And I swear we've seen movies where we see this type of thing in Hollywood, haven't we? I just feel like I've seen this before.
Miles deep. That's very, very deep. It's safe from anything that might happen in the surface world. They also use some very high-tech methods to conceal the entrances to these tunnels. Some of them are on military reservations, as I'll show you. But some of them also can be built into mountainsides, and they use holographic images. The military has very high-tech holographic capabilities. Yeah. That's the size. I mean, you can see the people there in front of it. They're enormous.
Oh yeah, you can see there's the people down here. They're huge. I don't think that's AI either. Have you come to say hello? Look at the hair. Hello. Have you come to say hello? I have a little green cheek, Conyer. and his name is Junebug. And here he is. He's come to say hello. My hair is growing and it's everywhere. I'm like shedding. Can you say hello? Hello, 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 hello. Okay. If you ever hear a little Mickey Mouse voice, this is it right here. This is it right here. He's sleepy. He wants to take a nap.
They can go up to 8 miles a day with these drilling machines. And they've been doing this for half a century or so. So you can imagine, and they've got a lot of these machines. So you can imagine that they have made a lot of progress. There's another one, part of one. But as you can see, they're enormous. And the facilities that they make are enormous. This is an interesting one, I think.
You said 8 miles a day?
They can go 8 miles a day with these drilling machines.
8 miles a day.
That's a lot of miles. And they just literally melt the rock in front of them. They're nuclear powered, so I don't have the details on that. They literally melt the rock in front of them and then go through it. The rock is shunted out to the side, hardens, seals into like a glass-like smooth surface. And a friend of mine, acquaintance of mine, was a colonel in the United States Air Force, worked his whole career in black ops. And he once told me that he wanted, before he retired, to take a civilian into one of these underground complexes. And he wanted to take me down there. And I said, well, I don't have any security clearance. How are you going to get me in there? And he said, you don't understand. When I walk through the door, I'm the commanding officer. They don't tell me who can come in. I tell them who can come in. And so he took me down there once, and it's mind-blowing. The technology that they use is Star Wars technology. It's beyond anything you see. They don't use telephones underground. They use holographic things like, help me, Obi-Wan. Remember that thing in Star Wars, help me, Obi-Wan? That's what they use. When you call someone up down there on a telephone, what we'd call a telephone, they appear beside you, or they'll appear sitting at their desk, and they look just like they're there. And that's how you will appear to them. And that's the technology which is, it's all.
They say the technology that we have up here is like 30 years behind from what they have down there. And yeah, so it would make sense that everything we've seen in the first Star Wars it's happening, right?
Underground uses this technology. It's all stuff that we don't have access to. They have access to anything they need, you know. It's the military. They have access to any kind of materials that they need to use. These bases they're massive, and they are widespread, and they're not linear. They branch off.
No, he's saying bases. This is just one base that we're looking at. He keeps saying bases, plural. So
They have warehouses. They have giant hydroponic farms. They have their own system of water, their own system of oxygen. They don't rely on the surface for any of these things. They have.
So why not take our water? Why not put data centers up here and ruin our whatever we got going on up here? Why not, right? Because something's coming and they're all going underground. Like all the rich people are building bunkers and they're all going underground. They don't want us. Only about 1 million people are going to get under there. And how many billions of people are on the planet right now?